I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Fucking A.
Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to another review. Once again for Guillermo. Thank you so much for the generous donation to my PayPal. Really do appreciate it. One of my thoughts on 10 films. Very generous PayPal donation. I really appreciate it, man. And one of the films he wanted me to talk about is Boots on the Ground. Okay, no bullshit. I was not a fan of this one. I do... Like I said, with found footage, about all the found footage I've seen, maybe 20%, maybe even less if I think about it, I've liked. I've mentioned this many times before, but I'll keep mentioning them. Blair Witch Project, Exists, As Above So Below, Afflicted, Digging Up the Marrow, Butterfly Kisses, and among others. Evidence I didn't mind for what it is. This one... the setup is interesting to the point where you have 5 British soldiers. It's the last day of the Afghanistan War, and they come across this abandoned fortress. Among this fortress, they find millions of dollars in cash, and weird things start to happen. Of the 5 soldiers, you have the leader, you have a sergeant, you have 2 other guys, and you have a woman who I believe she's pregnant. Although, does that happen? I can't remember if she was pregnant. I know she mentioned she had a baby. Saw pictures of a baby. I don't know why. For some reason, I kept thinking she was pregnant as well. I could be wrong. That shows how quickly I'm forgetting this movie. I mean, I don't mind the idea of soldiers with guns, and then the reason there's cameras is attached to their helmets. So at least it's easier to swallow the whole, why don't they just throw the camera down? Why do they keep holding the camera? Because they're not holding the camera. It's attached to their helmets. And then with the way the guns are, you could get into some first-person shooter type of sequences, kind of like that film Wreck 2. Although, sadly, I'd probably say even Wreck 2 was better than this because that had a bit more action compared to this. Some paranoia sets in. They really get fucked with psychological-wise. I think a good chunk of people will figure out what's going on by the twist at the end. At least if you've seen enough horror movies. I mean, the fortress that they're at, the premise of soldiers, last day of Afghanistan, the whole having the camera mounted, a little bit of firepower. Okay, I could be down for that. But number one, it's not a creature feature film. It's more of a supernatural, psychological movie. So the guns don't even fucking matter because they can't kill anything. You know what? Fuck yeah. I'm gonna spoil the ending right now, just because I feel like it. So, starting now, you find out at the end that they all died. Because the last one is the female soldier. She's running. She gets to the road, and I believe she sees herself in her unit. The reason I say that because it was kind of dark, and the other version of herself, if that was her, she didn't speak or anything. And because of their accents, their heavy British accents, nothing against anyone who's British, but these guys, sometimes with the way it was dark and a bit far away, sometimes I couldn't tell who is who. But they drive off, they did a little bit, then they get hit by, I believe it's called an IAD. They get hit by a mine and the truck blows up. And then the credits, they list each person. They go, he was killed or she was killed in Afghanistan from an IAD at this date, this time, and so forth. So, yeah, you've seen that before, where the people you're watching, they've been dead the whole time. If I mentioned the other movies, there'd be spoilers for them. So I won't. But I guess unless you're a hardcore found footage and you love 90% of found footage movies, but as a guy who has enjoyed like 20% of them, I've already mentioned some of them, like As Above, So Below, it didn't have the same ending, but I thought that dealt with the psychological aspect of being messed with a lot better than this. A, it has a much better ending. B, I thought the characters were a little bit more defined, definitely easier to tell apart, both voice-wise, look-wise. Here, they all wear the same uniform, of course, just military, with the helmets on and the other junk on. So again, sometimes you're like, even when you're following the POV, it goes from one to the other, to the other, to the other, and sometimes I'm confused as to, well, who the hell POV am I at? Wait, whose POV am I at now? So yeah, sometimes I got a little bit confusing. Sometimes they have a decent practical effects. This one guy's looking, and then this creature that looks like... You remember the Flute Man from the X-Files? Kind of looks like that guy's brother. Okay, you saw it blink and you miss it, but pretty decent practical effects. Then on the flip side, you have this shitty CGI black mist. Sorry, it's getting a bit hot out, so got some shorts on. Speaking of which, that's one thing I can say about some of these found footage films. A lot of them are at least short. A lot of them are at least an hour and 20, sometimes an hour and 10 minutes. So whether you like or dislike it, at least it's not going to last too long. Some of them may feel long, but technically they're not going to last too long. So there's not many 2-hour found footage movies. At least that I know of. But with that said, sometimes their flashlights were blinked on and off. I'm like, God damn, does the military have shitty budgets with flashlights? If Fabio ever sees this, he was in the military. Do the military flashlights suck that much that blink, 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 blink? I'm like, Jesus Christ, man! Like all your motherfucking flashlights just blink, blink. And you realize something weird is going on because some of these people get taken, and you think they're dead, but then they're not dead. And like, okay, what's going on? Like the lady gets taken, and you think she's dead, but she's not dead. She's tied up. There's the one guy who you think is dead because the creature went at him. Okay, he must have killed him off screen. Oh, the next thing we see him is hung up and then burns, and then the lady sees it. But then the guy shows up, and part of me went, wait, that's not him, right? That's not him. That's the evil pretend to be him. But then it kept going, and it's like, oh wait, that is supposed to be him. So then the question goes, well, why are they not just killing? And they're like, oh, okay, there's something else going on here, because why would they just not kill him? There's something else going on. The acting... The female soldier, she got on my nerves. A lot of times she was like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you're a fucking soldier. Be fucking G.I. Jane and shit. I understand you to be a real person with emotions. I understand that. But don't go the God damn. And weird stuff starts happening. One guy, he just grabbed, and then they find him in this body bag on top of the big pile of money. The captain and the sarge, they went out. Well, actually, 3 of them went out. A little bit of a firefight. They're going back. The one guy saw the guy who he thought was dead, that the flute man killed, and then grabs that guy. But then that guy wakes up in the body bag, on top of the big pile of money, and the guy we thought was dead, and we thought was hung up and burned, unties the chick who we also thought was dead. That's what I mean. It's trying to be confusing. It's trying to be all over the place, but okay, there's something else going on here. Why would they just not kill them? There's even a point where the 2 soldiers, the sergeant, have to get pissed at each other. They shoot at each other, but yet it does nothing. And again, you think, well, obviously, if this was just an evil force, it would just want them to die or kill themselves or kill each other. None of that's happening. Thus, and then someone even brings up, what if we're dead? I'm like, yeah, that's a good opinion. Because we've seen this before in other movies. I believe it's the Sarge. The 2 of them go back and they start seeing these creatures. One decides to burn them. He just burned himself in god-awful CGI. CGI in a found footage movie does not work. It does not work. Whether it's a creature or whether it's fire. With the way that's filmed and the way the camera, the style, it just looks even faker. A lot faker. And part of me goes, you can't... I could throw a rock and hit a movie back in the day with a stuntman that would put himself on fire. You can't find one stuntman you could give money to. Maybe people are like, no, I'm not doing it for this bullshit. I can't really blame them. See, even though it's been fucking with them all this time, then it decides to start, I guess, killing them, I guess. Because the one guy catches on fire. The CGI Black Mist kills the leader. The one guy's been grabbed and he's put right back to the body bag on top of the big pile of money. The one guy gets grabbed by the fucking CGI mist again. And then now he's what that girl saw earlier, hung and is burning. Then the one lady, she runs off and again sees herself. They go down, truck blows up. That's supposed to be the twist. Oh, that's what happened. And the reason I wonder if she's pregnant, because I swear she keeps saying, please don't take me and my baby. But maybe she's like, I want to go see my baby again. You know, her kid. But I don't fucking know. Doesn't matter. What you're supposed to be realizing is that these characters who have died, they're now in a perpetual purgatory. Kind of like Groundhog Day. Because she just grabbed, and then I'm to assume it's going to happen all over again. Because they kind of show the same stuff happen again and again. And it's like, okay. But I don't know. I didn't really think anything was scary. I didn't think anything was that frightening. I didn't really get any much of a gist of the characters. Sometimes I could barely tell who was who and whose POV I was at. The guns were pretty much pointless because they couldn't really shoot anything. They couldn't really battle anything. So the guns, again, were fucking useless. The CGI of the Black Mist and the guy on fire was subpar. that's even being too kind to call it subpar. It was atrocious. The ending was typical. Good chunk of people will see it coming. I don't know what else to say. It just waste of money, waste of time. But I guess, hey, if you're a hardcore found footage fan, you want to see all the found footage movies, go for it. But maybe you'll like it more than me. I'll stick with Digging Up the Marrow, Blair Witch Project, As Above, So Below, Exists, Afflicted, Chronicle, Cloverfield, The Tunnel, and various others. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.